Josh Berman here from the Berman Investment Group. I'm here tonight to talk about a very exciting opportunity that at the time of recording is not even launched yet, called DAISY, launching 12/21, December 21st in 2020. I am very excited about this opportunity. It has amazing return potentials in the trading alone, and by either being part of my group and our bigger group at UIGI and being in early will bring amazing extra reward opportunities. And if you decide to share this, it can be explosive reward opportunities. So I'm very, very excited to, to jump in today. Before I get started actually with the presentation, I actually just wanted to get started real quick with a quick little 2-minute video on DAISY. So here we go.
What is a paradigm shift? An important change that happens every few decades when the usual way of thinking about or doing something is replaced by a new and different way. Examples include capitalization, which now includes crowdfunding, allowing even the smallest contributor to become part of something extraordinary. Cryptocurrency, which is redefining global wealth acquisition and transference in a spectacular fashion. And artificial intelligence, which represents not only the future of all mankind, but has already disrupted several massive industries, most notably commodity and currency trading, which requires informed and calculated decisions transacted at the speed of light. For the first time in history, we're proud to announce the combining of all three of these paradigm shifts into one to create the paradigm revolution. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the world's only decentralized artificial intelligence system, known as DAISY. By combining crowdfunding and cryptocurrency, and spearheaded by the revolutionary developments in artificial intelligence by ENDOTECH, the paradigm revolution is now a reality. All these groundbreaking technologies have been combined and are now offered utilizing DAISY's unique referral system. Now, anyone with a computer or mobile phone can, from the safety of their home, create significant wealth to change their family's future forever. Welcome to the paradigm revolution. Welcome to DAISY. The future is now.
All right. So hopefully what you learned in that 2-minute clip is the three amazing things that are being put together into this one platform, DAISY. I shouldn't say things. 3 paradigm shifts, 3 industry disruptors. Okay. The first is crowdfunding. Okay. The ability to be involved as part of a project without having millions of dollars. You can be a part and own a piece of, in this case, ENDOTECH, the company behind the DAISY project. And the second one is cryptocurrency. As many of you know, if you've been with me in other platforms or been following me for a while or in my group, you know that a lot of our investments, if they're not in Forex or passive e-commerce opportunities, are in the cryptocurrency space. A lot of what we've been doing is in Bitcoin. This one is actually in TRON. For those of you that have not been following what's been happening with Bitcoin, it has been skyrocketing. Even just in the last 24 hours when I'm recording this, it broke the 20,000 mark for the first time, then broke 21, then broke 22, then broke 23. I think it's a little under 23 right now, but this is at 4,000 earlier this year. And it's not stopping anytime soon. But this is dealing with what we think could be the next really explosive cryptocurrency, TRON. And TRON specifically works with smart contracts. Okay, this is a decentralized smart contract. So what that means is, and we'll go through this actually in the presentation, so maybe I should wait, there's no company. There's no, even some of the best investments that were in this, MTI, CashFX, they're fabulous, solid, great investments. But in each of those, it's still centralized. You're putting your money in MTI. You're putting your money in cash FX. This is not that. This is a smart contract, meaning everything is programmed into the computer system software, and there's no person or company behind it once it is set up. So the entire smart contract is developed and written and programmed into the computer system, and then it can never change. So there's never, when you're owed money, there's never anybody waiting to press a button saying, should we send Mr. Berman money? Let's see, do we have enough money in our account? No, it goes instantly. When you earn money, other than in your trading profits, because your trading profits stay in there until you withdraw them, in all of the other money you make in DAISY, it's paid to your account instantly. And not your account in DAISY, your Clever wallet, which is your wallet. It's the equivalent of, for those of you that use Coinbase and all that now for Bitcoin, this will be your Coinbase for your TRON. It's paid instantly in nanoseconds to your wallet because it's a smart contract that is programmed into the computer system and nobody's behind it. No pulling levers, no potentially manipulation, nobody pushing buttons. It's incredible. And then the third one is the AI, artificial intelligence. As a lot of you know, there's a lot of AI and bots and things like that that are, offered throughout the financial technology, field for trading. There are some great ones. There are some good ones. There are some horrible ones. This company and the woman behind this company, the founder, D.AISY, BECKER, are top experts in the field and have been achieving incredible results for their clients over the last handful of years. And now they are creating their super AI, the next generation of AI for this DAISY project. And that's part of what the crowdfunding is funding, is the DAISY AI program. So without further ado, I think it's time to dig into this presentation. So let's go. So very important little legal disclaimer. This is not one of our regular investments that we do where you're putting in a certain amount of money and it's being used only for trading and that's what you're investing in and you're making an investment. This is not really an investment in that way. It is a crowdfund opportunity where you are getting some of your money put in the AI trading that you will receive or should receive profits from. And some of that is going into to fund this project, and some of it funds this matrix where you can make a lot of money. But you are not really making what we consider a traditional investment where you're putting in $100 that's going into trading. Half of it goes into trading, or 70% goes into trading, depending on your level. And you're really buying into the crowdfund opportunity. As we talked about, DAISY stands for Decentralized Artificial Intelligence System. The decentralized is the part about the smart contract where there is no company. It is just a programmed. So all the information I'm about to show you is programmed into the system. So it can't change. You're paid what you're paid because it's programmed that way. They can't offer promotions. They can't change the deal. They can't hold your money. They can't do any of that stuff. It's decentralized, completely decentralized. It's one of the reasons behind cryptocurrency, even though there's a lot of cryptocurrency opportunities that are still centralized in a different way. They're centralized sometimes through the company you do them with, even though your money is decentralized. Artificial intelligence is obviously the AI, the whole bot system. And there you are, the system. All right. So what is DAISY? DAISY is an equity crowdfunding model for financial technologies. Okay. So you will be getting equity in ENDOTECH, the company behind DAISY, when you purchase your crowdfunding pack at whichever level you buy. It's a decentralized smart contract, not a company. I don't need to stick on this because I've mentioned it already twice, but this is a huge point. There's not a company controlling the levers. The company built it. It is programmed in. Picture like the most legal contract the best lawyer in the world can make, and that makes everything exactly as it's supposed to be and agreed upon, and it's programmed into a system. And then once it's put into the system, it's a readable only file, right? It's not, you can't make any changes. You can't make additions. You can't make changes. You can't hold payments. You can't do any of that stuff. It's all programmed in. It's incredible. Because of that, it is a model where everybody can win. Profits from trading, profits from a lot of other things, equity in ENDOTECH, and lots of different opportunities for other income revenue streams. The crowdfunding currently that you are contributing to when you join DAISY is, as I mentioned, the ENDOTECH DAISY AI project. That is for the AI, super AI technology, which we'll go into in further detail. Contributors, that's all of us, receive exclusive stock equity and profit rewards. That's why everybody wins. So whether this is a system where if you put in money and you refer some people or refer a lot of people, you will do extremely well, extremely, extremely well. But this is also a system where if you don't refer a single person, you should also do very, very well from trading profits and other matrix money that you actually have the ability to have access to by not bringing anybody in a couple levels, and I'll show you in a minute. And by being in my group and in early, hopefully, you will also get spillover. Let's start digging in a little bit. So what is DAISY AI? It's a decentralized AI system that's developed by ENDOTECH. We talked about this. It's the next generation of AI trading. As we'll see in a couple minutes, you guys will see in a couple minutes, this company has been achieving incredible results between 300 and 1,500% a year for their clients. This is the next generation, which is supposed to do up to 4 times those results. I mean, these are like mind-blowing numbers. DAISY AI will significantly multiply the current AI performance that we talked about. DAISY AI is the first project being capitalized by the DAISY crowdfund. So DAISY AI is going to receive $10 million for development from the referral plan. And DAISY AI is ENDOTECH's path to becoming a public company. So at the end of 2021, they're going to go public, and we are all going to have shares of this company, equity in this company. So who is ENDOTECH? It's the first technology partner for DAISY crowdfund, because they are the technology company behind the building of DAISY. And as you'll see, as we dig in a little bit further, their reputation is tremendous, and DR.ANNA BECKER's reputation is top of her field. They're a global fintech company, it's a financial technology company specializing in AI trading systems. This is what they do. So that this is what they do. They develop AI systems for trading specifically in the cryptocurrency market, Forex coming later. They have a roadmap to complete DAISY AI and be publicly traded in 2022. They're currently providing AI trading systems for top financial institutions. Before the DAISY project, where you can get in with $100 up to $100,000, they used to only take on very, very, very rich clients or top financial institutions. They have a proven track record of high performance results, and they're founded by DR.ANNA BECKER, who is one of the top AI experts and scientists in the world. Here's some information on DR.ANNA BECKER. There's a lot. You guys can read this on your own. The presentation is available. She's mind-blowingly impressive. I've seen a couple interviews with her. The parts that I understood were amazing. The parts I didn't understand were just because she's so brilliant and understands every aspect of the technical side that, there's just some of it is way above my head. But her achievements, speak for themselves. One story that I've, heard many times is all over the internet is when she was 19 years old, there was this mathematical formula that the biggest, most experienced mathematicians in the world and scientists in the world cannot figure out. And DR.ANNA BECKER at 19 years old figured out this mathematical formula. And then they made her a professor at that local university at 19 years old before she was even in university or completed university rather. And then now she's had this, very long career in AI. For more than 20 years, she's been a top, scientist in the AI field. She's also been put on different committees and commissions in the industry because she is such a well-respected, top, person in the field. Again, some more stuff on DR.ANNA BECKER. Okay, so I think right now I'm going to take a quick pause because what I want to do is show you part of an interview with Anna BECKER that explains their trading philosophy, because there was a lot of talk when some information started coming out about DAISY, and there was a lot of questions about how much are we making per day, how much are we making per week, how much do we make, like what's the return, what's the return? And the reason why there was so much unclarity is because, well, 2 reasons. One, they don't really operate on a daily or even a weekly situation. What I mean by that is MTI, CashFX, some of the other, bots out there, they work very similar in terms of they make a whole bunch of trades all day long. Most of them, a lot of them are in the positive, some are in the negative. There's more positive than negative, and they end up making a little bit of money every day. And if they do it every day, that's great. That's not what ENDOTECH does. ENDOTECH catches trends. So there could be times when you have no trades open, or you have trades open for a while and they don't close, and then all of a sudden they will catch a trend and make a crap ton of money. So I want to stop for a quick second here before I go into these slides and go to that interview.
Let's keep talking. I would love for you to just maybe brag a little bit about the performance that ENDOTECH version 1, the current generation of AI. And certainly, guys, I want to say that past performance in no way, shape, or form guarantees future results. And we want to always be true to that message and understand that, hey, when we talk about past performance, it doesn't guarantee any type of future results. It's not indicative of a future outcome. But you guys have had some pretty impressive results with some of your strategies, like the alpha strategy. I was looking at the leverage strategy that you launched in September, and my gosh, I mean, it's 300 to 400% in 90 days. I mean, this is an amazing accomplishment. So maybe brag a little bit in the context, of course, that we're not guaranteeing future results, but maybe talk a little bit about the philosophy that your system.
Yeah, I'd love to talk. Actually, when you were talking, it's like I was comparing myself to the athlete that got already the medal, right? I feel that this year I got the medal for modeling because we got these results, but I'm so preoccupied of how to take it to the next level that it feels uncomfortable to brag about the past. Let's talk about the way we did it. It's more appropriate. Our view of the market, I did myself many interviews of the hedge fund managers and guys that did the modeling about how they view the market and why they think their systems are successful. And we use the phrase saying that, tell me your story, how you see the market. What is your story? So our story is fairly simple. We're saying that markets are volatile, young markets are expressing trendy behavior, and we, using AI, pattern recognition, and other elements, are able dynamically to create the system that knows how to catch the trend. So statistically, you have over 6% on average move of Bitcoin a day. So you have very high probability that you will have trends. So what we know to do is whenever you have a trend, and if you just looked at the trend for the last 3 years, you have lots of trends of 60% and up in Ether. Let's take Ether, for example. So in Ether, if you're looking at the trend, you have look at the beginning of the trend, end of the trend, let's say bullish trend, right? So our goal is to know what is the pattern of entering the trend, how it enters the trend. So we're catching using this pattern at the beginning, and our accuracy, and this is a very important term for us, is to be very close to the optimal point. So if the trend starts at this point, we are losing 5% of the upper move, right? And then our exit, here we're allowing much more loss, right? Considering like accuracy from the top point. So here we're allowing up to even 40% of the loss in the move. And the reason is because the trends are so long that we don't want to miss it, because sometimes when you took already 20%, you're saying, wow, it's enough. Especially if it's leveraged, right? Yeah. You say, wow, I took 100%, it's enough. But then you have additional 40% going up, and then you can kill yourself for not taking them.
This is the part that's that's important, because a lot of you have heard about a lot of the videos and about how it's important to compound. This is what she's talking about right here. She said people will all of a sudden get this big hit of 100%, 200%, 300%, and they'll be like, wow, this is my big payday, and they'll take their money out. And then the people that stay in do a lot better. And like she said, if you're a modeler who does these models, if you pull out too early from a trend, you messed up, even if you made 300%.
Very hard emotionally for any person to do modeling that we took too close. And this is our strength, that we know how to catch these long trends and how to protect ourselves from the other periods that don't express this trendy behavior. So Our system is based on this pattern recognition, on the ability to catch trends with very high accuracy at the entry and moderate accuracy at the exit, right? Yep. And to be very clean on the rest of the performance where we have manageable losses. We have manageable losses that, again, here I do want to talk about this because what to expect. So you can expect from our system that whenever trends are going on, we will catch them. Of course, it can be 1 or 2 trends that will not follow the pattern behavior and we will be too late or something. Till now, we had excellent year. We caught everything right in the right point. And then during the very stable periods when market doesn't know where to go, you will see either stable performance or losing performance, right? But what I'm saying is that this is excellent opportunity. By the end of this period, this is what we do. We do for our internal money, that once we experience these extremely stressful periods where our clients and we lose money, we start to increase our capital because here is the great point for market to go up. Yeah. So that's when we launched our leverage strategies in full speed in November when we experienced this huge run, and then our clients took 100% in just a few weeks, few short weeks. So that's our current approach, but of course, it's really the approach is suited to current situation of the market. Next year will be different. Maybe other algorithms will be more in use for the fund. So I'm not saying that this specific usage that we did this year will be exact that what we will do next year. Right. And specifically for Forex and other markets, there are completely different approaches to take the market, different time frames, different everything. Actually, I can talk for hours about why we're choosing this resolution and not that resolution, why it affects another thing, why we're using money management, portfolio management, like all the elements, and lots of elements in place to make it success. Because if you're just trying to catch the prediction, you will not be able to manage this amount of money and even your own money, because you need system of how to do trading or how to do money management and so on. So for us, it took us a long time to build a system, also to build AI that helps us and to help us manage it. I'm bubbling, so let's go.
Oh, it's great. No, I love it because I love what you're saying. I think it's important for everyone to understand that in this particular market of digital currency, and again, Forex is a different market, and of course in phase 2, we will be expanding into Forex and equities, and we have a big future there as well. But in the digital currency space, we're not dealing with high frequency trading with your AI systems. It's really catching these trends. And this is important because I get the question a lot, well, what's the daily ROI? And if that's the wrong question to ask in this type of environment, because there may be months where there's only a few trades because you're entering, once you confirm that, let's say that a trend is going up and it's confirmed, then it enters, right?
Yes, and then you can wait for months. Yes. And it's a very important question because we were pushed by many clients to think about high frequency systems. And what I'm saying is that in specific markets like crypto market, where you have very high commissions, you have very high cost of execution, you have very low liquidity, you cannot go to high frequency. So you need to be comfortable with tactical investment. You need to look at this as investment, not as a trading. You're investing, but this investment can help you to reach your result, your goals in a year time, not a day time, even weeks time. It's more about a year.
So as you saw in that interview, you really need to look at this as not how much am I going to make every day? How much am I going to make every week? How much am I going to make every month? But more of a long-term strategy that this company knows what they're doing. The money that does go into the trading, they will catch those trends this year and they will make us a lot of money in the trading. So now let's dig back into the presentation. Okay, so this is the slide that they just showed during that interview. As you can see, this one, type of, because they have lots of different platforms. So this one platform did an average annual return of 800%. Okay, mind-blowing numbers. This is the one that they referenced in there as well. This is one that she said it did about 200% in a few weeks. And over this 2 months and 10 days, it did almost 300%. And for those of you that are used to some of the other programs that talk in including your original investment, they would include this as a 400%. They put in 10,000 and they now have 40,000, which is 4 times their money, or 400%. But it's a 300% profit, 400%, including your money. Here's a little sample of what the app will look like when DAISY launches. As you can see here, this is like if you buy the 100 level, here's the $100. Half of your money goes into the trading, and then half of your money goes into other things. So as you can see, it goes into the crowdfunding aspect, which goes into other things. So $50 goes into the trade fund and $50 goes into crowdfunding, and you have 1 share because you earn 1 share from the first level pack. Okay, this is 2 more screenshots here. This will show the crowdfunding aspects. This will show what's happening with the crowdfunding, how everything's going, and then here's your the fund, which is the trading, and you'll see how your money is trading. So in this case, you have 50 bucks, and you now have, or no, there was $750 that went in, and you're now showing a balance of $1,007 in this scenario. Here's their roadmap to going public. Number of other things on here. I'm not really gonna. They started in 2012. They started doing. They had an evaluation of $100 million in 2020. They started doing their trading and all of that stuff for their big clients after everything was developed in 2017. So they've been doing this for over 3 years. And obviously in 2021, or right before 2021, is when DAISY AI and all of that is launching. And in 2022, ENDOTECH plans to go public. Oh, in 2022 also, they're going to be adding Forex to the platform as well. So here's how us as contributors can get rewards. There are up to 10 crowdfunding tiers to choose from, starting at $100. So it pretty much doubles. It goes from like 100 to 200 to 400 to 800 to 1500, and it goes from there. So 3100, etc. But what's very important is when you're buying whatever level you want to buy at, you have to buy every level up to and including it. So whatever level you want to buy, you have to buy up to and including that level. So if you want to buy level 7, you can't just buy whatever the price is for level, the contribution is for level 7. You have to put in the contribution for level 1 through 7. If you want to do level 4, you have to do contribution for level 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want 10, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. So that's how the system works, but you can start at just $100. Okay. Every contributor gets their equal share of 5% ENDOTECH stock. So their 5% ENDOTECH stock goes to all of us. How many shares you get is determined by how many pack or what levels you buy. And I'll show you that on the next page. 50 to 70% of the contribution goes to trading. So for the first, I always forget, 6 or 7 levels, it does 50%, and the last 3, it does 70%. And I'll show you that on the next slide as well. 70% of the trading profits go back to the contributor. So that means that 70% of the money we make in trading comes back to us personally. And then 15% goes into the referral plan. So that goes to your sponsor and in the matrix. And then 15% goes to ENDOTECH. Contributors can withdraw rewards at any time, trading rewards at any time. Okay. The other rewards you don't have to withdraw because they go paid instantly. So most of your rewards, your matrix and all that, you're paid instantly. And your other rewards for your trading, you can withdraw at any time. You cannot take out your funding from your plan. So if you put in $100, you can't change your mind and take back your $100. But any money you make from trading from that $50 that goes there, you can take that out at any time. Okay. So this just kind of shows you a little thing on the smart contract. We've talked about basically all of this. I don't really need to go through this. But basically you make your contribution, that goes into half into, or 70%, depending on what level, into the DAISY fund, into live trading. The other half, or 30%, goes into the crowd fund, and 46% of that money, up to 46% of that money, goes into the referral plan, meaning that it's not like all of that goes into ENDOTECH. Because obviously when you're crowdfunding, you're funding this company to do the amazing work that they're doing. But up to 46% of that money is actually going to go to the referral plan, not to the company itself, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so why did they choose Tron blockchain? Tron allows automated interaction between members in DAISY. So it means completely decentralized. There's no need for a middleman. You don't even need a Coinbase type wallet. If you've noticed, if you've downloaded Clever with a K, you've noticed that you don't even put a name in. There's no verification. You're just a wallet address with a password and a 12-word password recovery. That's it. So Tron allows that to stay automated and decentralized. It removes the need for a company to be in control. Same thing. It allows all promises to be executed instantly with 100% transparency. Like I mentioned, we're about to go into the referral part of the program. When we discuss the referral part of the program, all those fees are paid instantly. So 100% of them instantly to your Clever wallet. The Tron blockchain is among the fastest and most scalable. You'll notice that also. Even with Bitcoin, if you notice when something's withdrawn, even after it's actually sent, or when you send money sometime, somewhere, it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Tron, they say, goes in nanoseconds usually. It's incredible. Low fees also for Tron, and it's a very high performing smart contract, low costs. Tron is a top emerging decentralized app platform with a very, very big future. Read up on Tron. There's a lot going on with Tron outside of DAISY, and DAISY is going to be huge for Tron also. And Tron tokens are expected to rise in value. As I mentioned last night, Bitcoin went crazy. Tron TRX did as well. So, benefits of a member if you do not refer anybody, because there's such a big, incredible referral matrix structure here that, by the way, if you don't refer anybody, well, it says right in there, there's a whole big matrix structure in this that that people think you have to refer people to make money in this. And that's not the case at all. It only just makes you a lot more money. So here are the benefits if you do not refer a single person. 0. Okay. You will own equity. So you have potential returns from selling ENDOTECH stock or receiving dividends in the future after they go public. You have potential rewards from successful trading performance of ENDOTECH's AI system. We saw what their AI system can do, the old AI system, what they consider the outdated AI systems. So the outdated AI systems that are doing 400, 300 to 1500%, they now have something better. Okay. So we have trading rewards from those. And then very, very big, and this is true because I am blessed to be part of the United Investors Group International and to have early access, through that group. And because of the size and power of my group, there will be spillover, especially for people in early with me. But there will be spillover for a lot of people. People in my auto BTC matrix are getting spillover. We weren't in at the top of the matrix. We're getting in very close to the top of the matrix. We're getting in the very first day. We're getting in almost negative hours before, it's official launch, but before most people are in this system. So there will be spillover and it will be real. Okay. Oh, and then of course, so this is the other part. So you'll see on the next page, there's a matrix that you open up different generations, 1 through 10. This is different from the packs you're buying. This is generations. So you open up different generations, 1 through 10, based upon how many people and money you bring in. And when I say you bring in, it's not you personally, it's your direct referrals, your personal referrals. However, every single person gets unlocked their first and second generation without bringing in anybody. You'll see this on the next chart, but there's a little preview here. It says personal referrals required is 0. Money required is 0. And you will get access to be paid on 3 members. And generation 2, 0 and 0, you will get paid on 9 members. You will get 4% of packs 1 through 7 if you're in those packs. And you will get 2% of 8 through 10 if you're in those packs. That will total 12, and this is both $12 and $36 respectively for just 100 packs. Because it's only 3 and 9 people respectively. Okay, you're getting 4%, 9 people. Right? But if you buy packs and they buy packs 1 to 7, $4,500. 8 through 10, $16,000. Not referring a single person. And this has nothing to do with trading. Just extra money. Passive income from this opportunity. Let's move along. So this is the Crown Flood tier table. Okay. So it's the first 7 positions, the first 7 entries are 50%. Entry 8, 9, and 10, 70% of your money goes to the trading. Okay. So for example, in entry 1, if you put in $100, $50 goes to the trade account, $50 goes to Daisy Crowd. The second level, $300, because that's your total that you funded, right? Because remember, you have to do both. So if you do the 200 level, you have to do 2 and the 1. So 300 total, half goes to trade, half goes to Daisy. Same thing all the way down, right? Entry 5 is 1,600, but the total that you have to fund with all these is 3,100. Half goes, half goes. The only time that changes is when you get down to here, 8, 9, and 10, because 70% goes to your trade and 30% goes to Daisy Crowdfund. And this shows how many shares you get in that equity. So as we saw on the other page, $100 will get you 1 share. Entry level 2 will get you 3 shares. Entry level 7 will get you 127 shares. Entry level 10 will get you 1,023 shares. Let's move on to this amazing referral plan. So we talked about the trading profits. We talked about the matrix a little bit. Now you're going to see how the matrix is going to work for you if you refer people. And remember, those first 2 levels will work for you even if you don't refer anybody. Okay. So everybody will open up those matrices. So you can have 2 matrices open, or 2 generation matrices open, or you can have up to 10 generation matrices open. And I'll show you in a minute what it takes to do this. So where's the upfront income? Because this is upfront that's paid instantly to your Clever wallet. Okay. All matrix bonus money. So everything we're about to talk about in the matrix, all matrix bonus money paid upfront. Personal referral bonus, 5%. We'll talk about that in a minute, but 5% of everybody who you personally refer paid instantly. Matrix check matching bonus. Everything that all your personal referees make in the matrix, so their personal matrix, their personal referral bonus, whatever they make, you get a 10% match of that, meaning you don't take any of their money, but 10% of what they made, you get paid that also. There's also a pace-setter revenue share bonus. We'll talk about that in a minute, and an upfront infinity bonus. Okay, so those are upfront income when it's a contract. So it's a, if this happens, then this happens, and then this is the you get paid X amount of dollars. That's what's incredible about this, and it's instantly upfront income. Okay, residual income. You have 10 generations of UNILEVEL trading bonus. That's an incredible thing in addition to the matrix. So there's 2 aspects. There's the 3x10 force matrix, and there's a 10 generation UNILEVEL trading bonus. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. And an infinity residual bonus. And for the big pace setters, for the group, the people bringing in a lot of people, there's an equity bonus as well, in addition to what you get by buying your backs. As we talked about, 5%, every single person in your first row. If you're bringing 1 person, 5%. Does not matter what, for this, it does not matter what level you buy into. If you buy a $100 pack and you bring in someone who buys entry level 10, you will get 5% of that $100 and however many $1,000, $101,000, whatever it is. You will get 5% of that. There is a matrix that won't open. A lot of your matrices won't open. You won't open a 200 matrix, a 400 matrix, or any of those matrices, but your personal referral, you get 5% of whatever they bring in. Okay. So here's a little situation when there's no spillover because everybody fills in their people. But here's a situation when spillover happens when people don't have enough people. So this guy didn't have enough people. So this person actually goes and moves down and becomes spillover, you know, from whoever, someone above you. Okay. So this is the generations that we're talking about. Okay. So this is how many members you have access to get paid on by opening up these matrices. Okay. So you have matrix 1 through 10, as we saw earlier. 3 and 9 are the first 2. Now, all of these require you bring in a certain amount of people and money, and we'll show you on a slide in a minute. And this is the access it gives you. So you hit level 10, and actually because of a special they're doing at the beginning of this, for the first 30 days, pay setter bonus. If you hit level 9 or hit any level, they will automatically upgrade you to the next level. So if you hit level 9, you actually get 10. If you hit level 3, you get 4, etc. So, and this will happen for every single one pack that you buy. So as you can see, this is the 100 pack here. Okay, if I buy a 200 pack, I will have access to all of these members, whichever generation I open up. And I'll show you that later. So there's two things here. There's the entry level packs, okay, that will open up your 100, 200, 400, etc. matrices. And then you have your matrix generations, which you earn by how many people, direct referrals you bring in, and how much money. Okay. So if you have earned level 10 or you earn level 4, whatever you earned, you earned. And then whatever packs you buy, that's how many of those matrices will open. So if you have level 10 and you have only 100, you'll have this one matrix. If you have level 10, but you also bought a 200, you'll have this matrix. If you also bought a 400, you'll have this matrix. You'll have a matrix for every single pack that you buy. Okay, so here's that chart to show you how many people you need to bring in to get the different generations. Okay, so as you can see here, again, 1 and 2, you need nobody. Okay, 3, you need 3 people and $1,000. 1,000 total, not per person. That's total money. So that's nothing. It's a little over $300 per person. Okay, here, next one, 6 people, $2,000. Again, a little over $300 a person. 9 people, $4,000. Again, a little over $400 a person. Okay, 12 people, $8,000. Still less than about $400 some odd dollars a person. Not that much. And look at the access that this opens you up to. Now, again, I'll show you in a second. I'm jumping the slides here, but whatever you earn in the first 30 days, they will bump you one level. So if you earn 5, even though you're only supposed to have access to 243 members to get paid on, they're going to bump you to 6 and you'll have 729. You get up to 6 and you have 729, they're going to give you 2187. You get 2187, level 7, they'll bump you to 8. And again, the top, 88,000 people, 59,000 people. This is insane. Look at some of these numbers. So this is if they just buy the 100 tier, if that's all you have open and that's all you're benefiting from. So if you bring in 24 people and $128,000, but really 21 and 64 in 30 days, because then they'll bump you here, okay, you'll have access to 59,000 people. If all of them only buy the 100 tier, you'll make $239,000. Even if you only buy the 100 tier. If you buy the 100 tier, bring in 21 people and $64,000 in the first 30 days, they will bump you to here. You will make, when your matrix fills up with this 59,000 people, you will make $239,000, just under. When you and they buy up into the bigger packs and you go all the way into 7s, 7 is $12,000. You can make just under $30 million. This is smart contract program in. So it's not like, oh my God, the company's be like, no, we're not giving them 30 million. Doesn't matter. There's no company. The contract pays you. It's guaranteed when your matrix fills in if you do your job in terms of how many people and money you have to bring in. So matrix check matching bonus. This is what we were talking about earlier. So any money that your people make in the matrix, your direct people, your personal referrals. So in that scenario, if you bring in someone that makes, let's say, that $239,000, by just bringing them in and them achieving that, you get a 10% match. You will make $23,900 just on their check match. Mind blowing. This is what I was talking about the pace setter bonuses. Okay. So in the first 30 days, any level that you hit, they will bump you up. So if you get level 3, they'll make you 4. If you get level 4, they'll make you 5. If you get 5, they'll make you 6. If you make you 8, they'll make you 9. If you make 9, they'll make you 10. So if you make 9, this 2164, even though you're only supposed to have access to be paid on 19,683 people, they're going to bump you to that level 10. You're going to be paid on 59,000 people. Incredible in your matrix. And for those of you that really push in that first 30 days and you achieve the level 10 without being bumped, they both will bump you to this, they will both bump you to this, the 88,572. So you'll get an extra almost 30,000 people that you're being paid from, and you will get additional profit sharing of 1.1% of crowdfunding. So there's going to be an additional 1.1% of crowdfunding money that's going to go to just the pace setters that hit this goal. And they'll split it. If there's 10 of them, they split it 10 ways. If there's 100 of them, they split 100 ways. And you also will split an equity share of 5% of ENDOTECH stock. So again, as many as there are, we'll split that 5%. These are incredible, incredible opportunities. This is what we're just talking about, 1.1% divide of every contribution. That means 1.1% of every pack bought worldwide on DAISY. The pace setters will split that 1.1%. There's not going to be a ton of pace setters. That's an incredible, incredible passive income opportunity. Again, for your pace setters, the DAISY Infinity Club. If you hit the DAISY Infinity Club, you will earn 1% on all crowd fund packs from your entire UNILEVEL team to infinity. Anybody else who gets that DAISY Infinity Club below you, you will get 100% match on the first generation of them. And you will get a 50% match on the second generation of them. How do you achieve this? You reach $1 million in total team funding in the first 30 days, or you reach $10 million whenever. This is a big goal. Definitely not easy to achieve. The other ones are a lot easier to achieve, in my opinion, including even that generation level 10, especially because you only really have to get 9. This is a tough one, but if you work hard, your team works hard, you can do really, really well with some of these extra bonuses. Okay, so this is the UNILEVEL residual trading bonus information. So these levels open up based upon the generations. So as it says here, levels 3 through 10 follow matrix rules to qualify for levels, right? So the same way you qualified for the levels and the generations before, you qualify here. Again, you automatically earn for levels 1 and 2. So everybody will get 3.5% of everybody on level 1, 2% on level, or excuse me, 1% on level 2. That's for everyone. And then whichever ones you qualify for, you will also get 1% on each of these levels. And full dynamic compression pays to qualified members. What that means is if you haven't qualified for one of these levels, but one of your people has, that will go to someone else in spillover. Here's another DAISY Infinity Club information. Again, earn 1% on your trading profits from your entire UNILEVEL family, 100% on your first 2 people who hit it in your UNILEVEL family, and 50% on the second generation. And you can only count up to 50% from any personal enrollment line, which means you can't have one line that does 55 or 100 or anywhere from 51 to 100% of your money. So it has to be spread out amongst people. You can't have like one guy and his team really doing everything for you to hit this bonus. So as we talked about, there's different categories. There's 1 through 7, which the tiers, which 50% goes to DAISY Fund. Tiers 8 through 10, 70% goes to DAISY Fund. And at some point, they will be offering an option for VIP customers. VIP customers get additional bonuses, and this will begin after levels 1 through 10. So if you are doing over $100,000 and then want to buy more, you can buy into this VIP thing. We'll skip this for now, but something good to know that when you're making a bunch of money, you may want to go to those levels. Here's information on how to join DAISY. You want to download an approved Tron wallet app. You can use any of the above, Clever, Tron Wallet, or Tron Link. Highly recommend Clever. I heard that it is has the cheapest fees for conversion and sending, as well as it works best with the DAISY app. You want to prepare a TRX equivalent of a minimum of $100 or whichever category you are converting or buying. If you are converting or buying Tron, I assume because you probably don't have Tron, please make sure you account for whatever the fees are. So don't send $100 because, for example, if you convert $100 with your Clever wallet, then you will not have enough money because you will be charged a 7% fee, and that's before you even send it. If you send money in Tron and it's worth $99 and not $100, you're not going to be able to get that package, and that accounts for any of the levels. So make sure you account for whatever the fees are. I know in Clever and Trust Wallet is a good place to buy direct if you're not converting from Bitcoin. Clever, I understand, is the cheapest to convert Bitcoin. And so just make sure that you are sending more to account for the fees, as well as potentially a small fluctuation and drop in the market. Again, you want to make sure you have enough Tron to fund what you want to do. And you want to purchase a minimum of entry level 1 to secure your spot in the matrix. If you are seeing this video before launch, getting in as soon as possible that day will majorly benefit you in this matrix. It'll benefit you whenever you're seeing this, but it'll definitely benefit you if you're in pre-launch, or not in pre-launch, if you're seeing this pre-launch and you're getting in as soon as possible at launch. That's it. So let's stop sharing my thing here. So that's pretty much it. I am extremely excited about this opportunity. It is everything I've been looking for in a platform. It is in the cryptocurrency space. It is a decentralized smart contract, so there's no company involved. It is crowdfunding an incredible company with an amazingly talented, top executive or top scientist in her field, Dr. Anna BECKER, and this amazing AI technology and trading, which is something that I'm very, excited about in general. So it really combines all of the things that I'm looking for in a platform with the right people behind it, but no company controlling it. So if you're seeing this before December 21st, get everything ready. Be ready on the morning of the 21st. We will have very, very, very early access. So make sure you are watching my website, which is thebermaninvestmentgroup.com, and there's a V before it, thebermaninvestmentgroup.com, or the Berman Investment Group on Facebook, or the Berman Investment Group chat. If you're not already involved in it, get in it. That is where the earliest links will be going out, and the earlier you go in, the better. If you are joining after the 21st, the link will be on all of those pages. Get in, because it's going to be amazing. And by the time you're seeing this, if you're in later, you're going to be seeing a bunch of screenshots and posts and everything of how much money everybody's making. So very excited about this opportunity. Talk to you all soon.